No, it helps him walk.
I'm on tramadol withdrawal symptoms at the moment, so good luck. I start slurring. Actually, that's quite normal anyway. You'll rest.
Well, I'll have a chat with Neil.
Good luck, Cox. For those of you who have witnessed my previous presentation dinner speeches, you'll be aware that I quite shamelessly attempt to rip it out of the usual easy targets. This year the hit list should be longer than ever, given my rise to power and the numerous insurgents I have encountered. However, as club icon, a professional civil sneer from the Raccoons impersonator of Carter, explained at the AGM early this year, I simply can't go around as chairman making inflammatory comments, particularly those pertaining to canines of the pixelated variety. Such a speech, full of vitriol and abuse towards the membership, would leave Chairman Rawson in a similar predicament to that which Colonel Gaddafi found himself in. The masses would stage an uprising, causing the ruler to go on the run, or at least the limp, while desperately trying to hold power over his decaying kingdom. They would try to track down Chairman Rawson throughout the country, scouring numerous Doctor Who conventions, Duran Duran concerts, and hospital waiting rooms, all to no avail. He would ultimately be found cowering behind the roller in the garage, waving around not a golden gun, but a silver crutch. But what the hell? The light that shines twice as bright shines half... What? Read this. The light that shines... Type this. The light that shines twice as bright shines half as long. So here comes the abuse, but not before a few thank yous. I'd like to express my appreciation for everyone who has turned up here tonight. It's a particular pleasure to see panel and also nice to see the uni boys taking a break from their studies, which appear to be a degree in tweeting Indian cricket team propaganda. There are way too many thank yous that cover the 2011 season, most of which are best saved for the AGM. But I'd like to single out Jerry Pym for organising this dinner. All the kind volunteers who have done an amazing job preparing teas throughout the season. It's been especially hard with the third team. And also to Philo for his sterling work running the bar throughout the year and for doing the weekly cleaning. All for free and all for the benefit of Northwood town members. Now, by saying that, I'm also hoping it will pacify him and lessen the chances of him actually hitting me tonight. So please behave, mate. I know Mount Vernon Hospital's just up the road, but there's no reason to put me there. Perhaps the biggest achievement of the club this year has been the successful entry of a third 11 into the Hertfordshire League, something that owes a lot to the hard work and organisation behind the scenes of Taz Katira and his deputy, Rajal Patel. He's actually delayed his holiday with his wife to be here tonight. This is also, the third team being back on the scene, has also involved reclaiming the back pitch, which turned out to be much easier than expected. All it took was a simple eviction notice on Sean O'Neill's caravan. A simple eviction order and a trail of chicken wings across the park into Thames in Rawson. Fortunately, a Dale Farm style scenario was avoided. Sadly, a large number of third 11 players opted to boycott tonight's dinner, following an unfortunate misunderstanding about the requirements for attendance. They felt that the club was acting in both a racially and sexually discriminatory manner by stating that you are not allowed to come in whites.
Please read the first three words. Go on, strike, Carl.
No,
strike. Yeah.
No, I know what. No, I know.
One of the hardest things I had to deal with as chairman, that's what she said, allegations of spot fixing during the season. Much like the case against the Pakistani cricketers, bets are being placed on a particular bowler, predicting what kind of ball they would deliver at a certain point. A betting slip found in the possession of Phil Carter found that he was putting a tenner on the first ball of Sumit Ketia's also on the second, and the third, and you get where I'm going. This all looked very suspicious until I heard of Mohammed Asif's alibi in court last week, where he claimed that he bowled a massive no ball because Salman Butt swore at him beforehand. So now we know the real reason why Carter stands effing and blinding on the test whenever poor Sumit comes on to bowl. Speaking of finances, Northwood Town was able to invest a lot of money in new facilities this year. The bowling machine was such a success that 2 skipper Neil Cheesewright even tried to select it for a league match. he stuck it down on the team sheet as Dave Harding. Due to its pale white colour, wiry framing, and nagging accuracy. Well, the nagging bit anyway. Of course, this year represents Dave's 40th year at Northwood Town, and that's a remarkable achievement. And I hope he's around for many more decades to come because he's a true club legend. Yeah. In his honour, I'd like him to come and collect a special commemorative bowl.
Same one.
Finally engraved.
Same one.
It's engraved now. Oh my god, there's a massive typo. Oh my god, there is. Congratulations on your 40th year testimonial match. I'm not actually joking. Sorry, I've got to turn the page. God, these things are getting bad. But back to these club finances. Just where did this money for the club all come from? The truth be told, it wasn't from the subs or the grants, but from the Bollywood film industry, who have paid the club a huge sum for a cricket-themed remake of Brokeback Mountain, starring Rawson and Rawson. It's the story of 2 cricketers who are separated from each other due to severe selection policies and have massive obstacles to overcome before they can play with each other again. These obstacles are, more specifically, meet times, backing up at the non-strikers, and the forward defences. It's a surefire Oscar winner. Right, that's me done. Time to wave my crutch in defiance ahead of the uprising and the possibility of my withered carcass being displayed in the schoolbox for public inspection. A similar fate to what befell Gaddafi. Mind you, the schoolbox would require another eviction order to come through to remove all the youngsters chained there by Dave Harding over there. Alright, cheers all, have a good night. Pardon? Oh yeah, sorry. To Northwood Town.
You could be